zone.
What up, players? It's the morning after with Nick and Big J. We're here for yet another day, bro. It is the 28th day of January, 2026. My name is Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've all been waiting for, radio's Big J.
Yeah!
Hey, man.
What an introduction.
Thanks, dude. Happy Wednesday to you, my friend.
Outdone yourself again.
Well, listen, I know what the people like. They want themselves a big old nice serving of Big J. Sometimes they double down on it, and so you give the people what they want, right?
Yeah. Now they'll get it today.
Oh, no, what's the matter?
I got a movie review coming
That's
up.
right. Oh, man, you're going to get a supersized serving of Big J. He watched a movie called Let's Start a Cult last night, and he will give you a full Big J review of it and let you know what he thinks and see if it's worth your time on Hulu. We have a world premiere we're going to give people today, Big J.
What?
Of a former X-Fest band, that's for sure.
Multiple.
That's right.
X-Fest.
And, of course, one of just our favorite people in the world.
God. All of them.
We have a very close and personal relationship with their former drummer that lives here in the Treasure Valley.
What up, Dave Buckner?
Open invite on this show anytime he wants to talk about anything he ever wants to.
Dude, he is been spending all his time and money on motorcycles.
I know, I've seen it. He's really living the Big J dream.
I know, man. Except he's got one thing I don't. Success.
I was going to say that Papa Roach royalty money, but yeah.
Success.
For sure.
Show me the way, brother.
Hey, you're pretty successful, Big J.
Yeah, I know. It's different tax brackets.
Sure. Understandable.
Different tax brackets.
But a very nice guy nonetheless, although he has nothing to do with the new song that is out. We'll give you the world premiere of that. Even before your movie review, Big J. It's one of the things we're going to kick off your morning with. I hope that's okay with everybody.
Yeah, I think it is.
Tickets to the PBR up for grabs. An opportunity for you to win some Porta Subs and get qualified for our big game party Porta Sub slab of subs that you can get for you and a bunch of your guests. That's on the agenda. And we play music. Let's get some Bush on the air. Here's Come Down, kicking things off here on the morning after on the X Rocks.
What's going on in the news today?
The morning after with Nick and Big J.
Don't like opening up important stuff with bad news, but the Treasure Valley was rocked yesterday. CBS 2 News Boise had to announce that their longtime chief meteorologist, Roland Steadham, was one of two people that was killed in a small plane crash right by the Paya River near Black Canyon yesterday. And that's incredibly sad. Obviously, he was with the station for a very long time. He's got 6 kids, some grandchildren as well. A longtime pilot. He's logged over 3,000 hours. In fact, one of the things that set Roland apart from the other meteorologists in the area was he would like to work in his flights above the Treasure Valley into his weather report. Sometimes he would go up there and take footage and then kind of go, this is what the inversion looks like on the other side, that kind of stuff.
Really
and
cool.
That was kind of like his calling card. And so he's a very experienced pilot. Don't know what happened, but we know that a little bit after 11 o'clock yesterday afternoon, they got a call from the Gem County Sheriff's Office that confirmed the crash, and apparently it clipped a power line and plunged into the river. We do not know the other man's identity that was on the plane with Roland, but he would fly with his family all the time, and obviously our thoughts are with them. I mean, it's a real bummer. He was a staple in this Treasure Valley for a very, very long time, and that's not exactly easy to do, and it's a bummer when this kind of stuff happens.
Absolutely.
Man. So our thoughts with CBS 2 and certainly Roland's family and friends. It is a bummer, and he certainly will be missed, and sorry that he had passed away. It was a really bummer way to. I was opening up social media yesterday, and I was like, oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
So, for sure. Big J, Sean McDermott. Fired a week ago by the Buffalo Bills. Search was wide, long, hard. Who are they going to go with?
Let's hire the assistant coach.
Then they promoted offensive coordinator Joe Brady to head coach. This is, certainly underwhelming, I think, if you're a Bills fan. But, is there anybody else out there that you're, gung-ho for? No,
I don't know. The only thing you can think of is, they just felt like maybe McDermott was holding back the offense. That's the only conclusion you can come up to, because to me, it wasn't like their failing wasn't defensive, though that was a struggle a little bit this past season. But it's like the cupboard is bare. The cupboard is bare on talent on the offensive side, aside from James Cook and Josh Allen. I mean, yeah, we love Shakir. He's awesome, but he's a gadget player. He's a slot receiver. He's not the main dude. You need an outside threat. Coleman wasn't it. They've done a bad job of drafting players on that team for the last couple of years.
Joe Brady has been in charge of the offense for the last 2.5 years. The Bills' offense did have a very good year. I mean, listen, Josh Allen was the NFL's MVP last year. They did rank 4th this year in scoring and total yards this season. So the offense, despite those lack of tools, hasn't exactly been a problem. But it certainly is interesting to see, like, he wasn't being asked for interviews by any other team. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was asking for a Joe Brady interview. Mm-hmm. But then the Bills went ahead and promoted him. Maybe they like his stock. Who knows? But we will see how it goes. But, yeah, that's who the Bills went with for their head coach search. So, what, we got the Cleveland Browns? Are they the only ones left at this point?
No, the Raiders don't have a head coach.
Right. The Raiders don't have a head coach.
Yeah, I don't know if those teams will ever find a head coach.
I mean, I think Brian Daboll's going to be the Raiders head coach. But we'll see what ends up happening.
How does that guy get another head coaching job?
Well, because he was really good as a coordinator in Baltimore.
Right. Go back to coordinating.
And people think that Jets team is just straight up cursed, or that Giants team also is just, it's a talent thing around it too. And so we will see how it goes. But listen, I don't think that Raiders job's a very good one. No offense, even though they have the number 1 pick. I mean, you're still putting Mendoza behind that offensive line, which has proven that they can't do anything. And so, like, you're just basically trying to get the number 1 pick killed.
I don't understand why Mark Davis doesn't just hire Gruden back.
Because he's racist, and he's still kind of on the outside looking in.
But, I mean...
That's why.
Well, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody writes terrible things, and
I get it.
He's going to get a job at some point.
I don't think he will. I think he's good. I think he's got the job he's got. I think he's going to be in Barstool talking about the NFL. But I think you have a hard time winning over a locker room of predominantly black players when you have stuff like that. It's a hard line to toe. Yes, he's successful, but you still have to have players play for you. And all somebody has to do is bring up that email and go, damn. That dude drops a lot of M-bombs. What am I doing working for that guy? And then that's where it starts to erode a little bit. Big J, Denise Richards is trying to use a judge to make sure her ex-husband doesn't get a single cent from her OnlyFans income. You understand?
Yeah, stay away, mister.
She apparently is suing her husband, or ex-husband, Aaron Pfeiffer's, because he missed a key deadline to file an updated income and expense declaration. And so she wants his request of half of her roughly $300,000 a month she makes on OnlyFans dismissed.
A month. I'm not even doing hardcore stuff.
You.
Sorry, I'm just being honest. It's not happening. It's just pictures in lingerie and stuff.
Pfeiffer's has sought access to those earnings as part of his financial claims in the divorce, but Richard's lawyers say that issue should block this bid. The judge has not yet ruled on her motion. So let's do an impromptu Judge Big J. Judge Big J.
Yeah.
Should Denise Richards keep all of her OnlyFans income, or should it go to half of her husband, like it would mostly
Is he taking care of kids or something?
I have no idea what their child relationship is.
Some of that stuff is dumb. No, she should keep her own money.
There's a difference between child support and alimony, though. You know that, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't get alimony. You're a human being and can go get a job.
He could start an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What's stopping him?
I don't know.
I guarantee he wouldn't make $300,000 a month. He better be doing some hardcore stuff, Big J.
Yeah, probably. That's probably why he hasn't.
Morning After with Nick
go all the way.
And Big J. There's your first round of important stuff. World premiere for you next on the X Rocks. Blink 182, damn it, here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Always awesome when we give you a world premiere. Big J, what's the world premiere today?
Some brand new Papa Roach. It's Wake Up Calling.
Feels good. Check it out. It's on the X. World premiere of the brand new Papa Roach, Wake Up Calling, here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Instant reaction, Big J. What'd you think?
I dig it, man. The softer side.
Yeah, a little bit more sensitivo from Papa Roach. Reminds me a lot of Scars. What do you think about that?
No, I don't believe it. It's close to that song, but
why not?
Because sorry.
You don't have to be sorry to me. Be sorry to Jacoby. That's whose feelings you're hurting.
No.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. If you've got an instant reaction, share it on our text line, 208-287-1003. We've got a movie review from Big J. That's next on the X Rocks. STP, sex type thing, here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Yesterday, right around this time, you guys selected a movie for Big J to watch and review for you. It is on Hulu. It is called Let's Start a Cult. Big J, what did you think, please?
Yeah, Let's Start a Cult, Nick. Obviously, it's about a cult or two, and this is the best as I can see a Stavros. How do you say his last name? Halakis?
Yeah,
Halakis.
Halakis.
Okay. This is a Stavros Halakis vehicle, Nick, and so he stars in this as Chip Harper. One of these idiots who gets taken in by this cult, played by Wes Haney. And I can only describe this movie as dumb. It's a pretty dumb movie. And I will say this. I have not seen a lot of Stavros Halakis stuff. I don't think I want to see more. Because I don't know. I mean, there's some things basically, here's what the story of this movie is. Chip is a loser, and he gets wrapped up like a lot of loser people do in a cult. And this cult is just it's like only 8 people or whatever, and he manages to screw up everything, and he ends up living instead of dying with the rest of his first cult, right?
Sure.
And then he finds out, hey, the leader of the cult lived too. That's weird. And so it's basically him finding him, and then them trying to start a whole new. It's just. A lot
it sounds
of
like a Chris Farley movie.
Yeah, but except Chris Farley was really funny.
Oh, you don't like Stavros at all?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I like Stavros at all.
Okay.
And I certainly didn't need a naked sex scene with Stavros Halakis. Nobody needs that.
That sounds pretty fattest to me.
Yes, it is. Because we don't need these fatties up here naked. I don't plan on being naked in a movie, and neither should he. He should know this isn't funny, but he didn't know that for some reason. And so there are some moments here that are pretty funny. I get where they're going here. It's part of the outlandish comedy scheme, but it just didn't really sing and fit with me. The laughs and stuff, they weren't enough. They were too non sequitur. They didn't have anything linking them together, and that was the main problem throughout this movie. So definitely not approved. And I wrote down in here, F not approved.
F not? What does that mean?
With an F.
Oh, got it.
That's how much I disliked it.
So not a very good movie. Did he write it at all?
Yes, he is have a writing credit on this movie, directed by somebody named Ben Kitnick. Wes Haney and Ben Kitnick also helped write this. So,
hey, listen, sometimes
Wes Haney played a character in this, the head of the cult.
Yes.
And I'll say he's got some. There was the funny moments for me was from him. So I felt like he stole that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to see. I haven't seen Begonia yet, and Stavros is in that. Is he in it for a while?
No.
Okay,
Listen,
I want to give the guy another chance, but I don't think that I'm lining up with his style. You know.
For those of you that have seen Begonia, you'll understand this. I don't think that movie is going to turn you into a fan of.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he's not like he's very good in the movie. The point is
not naked, is he?
No,
okay.
But he plays a character that you're not going to find a lot of redeeming features in. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem. Like he might be getting, typecast that way, or that's just who he is.
I don't think he can be typecast as the character he plays in Begonia, but I'll tell you more when you finally see the movie, if you make it all the way through that one, which I doubt you.
Yeah. Which
has nothing to do with Stavros.
You can definitely skip Let's Start a Cult.
Fair enough. It is available on Hulu if you want to try it for yourself.
Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Important stuff is brought to you by Topgolf, Big J.
Topgolf? I was there yesterday.
Yeah, we were hanging out there yesterday. Topgolf in Meridian, that's where we're going to be for our big game party on Sunday, February 8th. Come on out and join us, man. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. The entire X crew is going to be out there. They have hundreds of TVs, including a gigantic TV. Listen, dude, it's going to be a great place to see the game. Agree or disagree?
Probably the best place.
Like, this is not us, like, BSing you. It's like there's going to be a 110-foot screen locked into the game. The sound's going to be amazing. And there's little TVs all over the place, hundreds of them. And if you want to hit some balls, you can watch the Super Bowl from one of your bays, too. So It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So we ask you to come on out and join us for our big game party. You can snag a bay if you want, or you can just come out and chill with us in the bar area and grab some food and some drinks. And, yes, of course, we're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. Our live broadcast is beginning at 2, and then the game's going to kick off a little bit after 4:15 or so. We want you there before kickoff so that you can fill out the absolutely free Super Square pool and win things like a ton of concert tickets are being given away, VIP experiences, a couple autographed guitars. It's going to be a blast. and it's entirely free for you to join us. Come on out and join us for our big game party at Top Golf in Meridian. It's going to be a good time. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, totally. 100% agree.
We will see you there. Big J, you have been in the workforce for well over 30 years. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
In your life, have you ever worked a overnight job, third shift, nighttime, on a regular basis?
Not on a regular basis.
Whoa,
no.
really? Never, huh?
Nope.
Obviously, you've had to do a couple of things overnights, you think?
Yeah.
Like inventory or something like that at a gig where you were working it? Well, I had one of the first jobs I had like full-time in radio was overnights back when that was still a thing. Remember?
Yeah.
And so I was working overnights for a while, and I can attest to this. It's the hardest shift to work, man. It messes with your all sorts of things, your sleep schedule, your body rhythm, all of that stuff. And January is especially hard for those people that work overnights because once you factor in the weather and everything else, you get like 29 minutes of daylight per day in the month of January. It is rough. And so it's very easy for workers that work the overnight shift to be depressed at this particular time of year. 4 in 10 say they don't feel great, and then, got another 3 out of the 10. They're like, yeah, full-blown depression. That's what I am dealing with at this time right now.
Damn.
It includes adjusting routines. It basically makes, holidays difficult, too. So that's another thing. Like, they had to change their schedule to spend some time with family and then go back to working the overnight shift, which makes January even harder. And so it's really tough to work an overnight shift, and sometimes that's something we probably need to remember. How difficult it is for those people to adjust their schedule and do the things that can't be done during the day or need to be done 24 hours or whatever the case may be. It ain't easy, man.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy working overnights. I did it because I was just getting my foot in the industry, and it was an opportunity, and it led me to bigger and better things. But I didn't like going to work at midnight and coming home at 6:30 and all those kinds of things, and also not getting paid very well to do so. So all of that was not great, but I don't remember it as a fairly fun time in my life, Big J. I'll put it that way. And I think I was like 19 or 20 at the time. So also I should have been out like partying and stuff, and I couldn't because I had to be at work at overnight time. So yeah, it was not great. So to all of those of you that work third shift and overnights, we thank you. Thank you for falling on the grenade there. It's not easy to do, especially this time of year. Big J, during his NFL coaching career, Bill Belichick won 6 Super Bowl rings as head coach, 2 more as a defensive coordinator, but somehow voters for the Pro Football Hall of Fame don't believe he's worthy of wearing a gold jacket. He fell short of the 40 out of 50 votes needed for induction to the Hall of Fame during his first year of eligibility. Belichick, he said he was reportedly puzzled and disappointed when he learned the news. Of course, he thinks that politics kept him out. But, Big J, what do you think? Should he be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Because I've got my take on it, and I actually don't think he should be. But
you should tell the rest of the NFL that.
Well, I don't have to. They voted. They sided with me.
No, I mean actual players in the NFL. J.J. Watt. I can't be reading this right. This has to be some knockoff Hall of Fame or something. It can't be the actual NFL Hall of Fame. There's not a single world whatsoever in which Bill Belichick should not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I agree with J.J. Watt, not you.
I think he should be a Hall of Famer. But here's my reason why I don't think he got in. He's still coaching. And I do think if given the opportunity, he would come back to the NFL in a second. And much like Phillip Rivers now has pushed back his eligibility 5 years because he plays, I don't think Bill Belichick's done coaching. And so when you retire and you give up the actual job, I do believe then you have an opportunity to get into Hall of Fame. But if your career's not done yet, and I don't care what you say, Bill Belichick's career is clearly not done yet, I don't think you to get into the Hall of Fame until you are done playing it and done doing it. And so, yes,
I don't think that's the reasoning that they didn't vote.
I don't think it's
Nobody
politics.
said that. They haven't said, hey, they've done this because of Spygate, and that's the only reason.
I mean, it's that I don't know if that's it, but I mean,
there's no other reason. It's they haven't come out and said, listen, we don't think he's done coaching yet. That's not. They
haven't said anything. So now we're just jumping to conclusions.
But nobody has popped up and said, hey, this is probably the reason why, and maybe that's not a bad thing. But not everybody's doing it.
I think you have to stop doing what's going to get you into the Hall of Fame if you're going to get into the Hall of Fame. That's always been the way it's worked. and he's still coaching. And yes, it's college, and yes, this is the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but I do think if the Raiders or I think if, the Cleveland Browns called tomorrow.
Has it been 5 years?
No, it hasn't been 5 years.
So then how is he eligible? So then
if
if it's different for coaches, your argument is not
No, because he's
valid.
not done, and he would come back.
If you don't have to have that requirement as a coach going into the Hall of Fame.
You don't have to have 5 years. You have to have 3, and that's how long, or two or three, one of the two.
I don't know, but it hasn't seemed like it's been that long.
Right.
So.
That's another thing, and I just don't think he's done. And I think if a team called him with an opportunity, he would take it. And
maybe getting a Hall of Fame coach.
I don't think anybody else that's in the Hall of Fame would say that right now. I think they're done coaching, and that's what makes them eligible for the Hall of Fame. Big J, Jennifer Grey says she is going to play Baby again. We're going to have a Dirty Dancing sequel. And the 65-year-old actress says the role has had a very deep and meaningful place in her heart, and she wonders where Baby's going to be at the age of 65. It's going to begin later this year. I'm not sure what angle they're going to take. It's got to be their kids, right? Or a kid, right?
You think, yeah.
I mean, 65-year-old Jennifer Grey is not going to be Dirty Dancing with somebody else that isn't Patrick Swayze. That makes it not a sequel, right? So it's got to be something else.
I have no interest. Zero.
Well, did you like the original movie?
I mean, it was all right.
Okay. But like not part of your like echelon of movies.
The only thing that could happen is like the whole thing happens again. You know what I mean? And it's like we're just doing the movie over again.
But also, like, it has to take place in like the 90s, right? If she's 65 and that took place in like the 50s, that's where there has to be.
Was it still set in the 50s?
Oh, it was totally set in the way back time.
Yeah,
like it wasn't set in the 80s back then. It was like the 50s or something like that.
I don't.
And so it's going to get very, very strange and very, very weird. But and the other thing that's like famous about this movie is Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze absolutely hated each other.
They're incredibly f***ed up. Oh man, we're going to hell.
Let's not kid ourselves. I'm going to hell, and you know it.
The Morning After with Nick and Big J on 100.3 The X Rocks.
We got it first for a We're Going to Hell story, Big J.
Uh-oh.
We're
That's
talking
crazy.
about little kids, right?
Uh-oh.
We're not going to have a whole lot of names involved in this story because it involves a small child. But if you have a small child or been around a small child, if given the opportunity,
they will cry.
Also true. But they stick things in their noses all the time, man.
Everywhere.
I'm talking Legos, small marbles, pen caps, paper. I don't know what I mean, like the toy around there. If something can fit in that nose, and probably you have a boy, it's going up there. You know what I mean? But when an 8-year-old boy was wandering around and had a school field trip to check out a farm, Big J, they were introduced to bulls. And bulls, sometimes they'll have that bull ring in their nose, right?
Yeah.
And so this kid thought it would be a funny idea or whatever to basically be like a bull, and he grabbed the padlock, a combination lock, and he stuck it in his nose. And then clamped down on it so that it closed somehow. Like with his skin inside, like the middle of his skin inside this little
the
padlock.
cartilage I got.
Yeah.
Typical dumb kid thing.
Obviously, it hurt. Problem number 2, nobody knows the combination, right? Don't even know where he got the lock from. So now they're like, oh, God, this kid has got a padlock stuck on his nose. They tried to mess with it. They tried to find the combination, couldn't do it, called the parents for help, but they could not dislodge this padlock from this kid's nose without causing severe pain and possible permanent injuries. You can't just rip it out of there, right? So then they decided to seek the help of a local fire department, but even for them, the case presented some serious challenges.
What about a locksmith?
I don't know. Yeah, the locksmith was never really...
That's the first person I'm calling to unlock this thing.
Can they do that with combination locks?
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Is it like they have to listen?
I have full faith that locksmiths can do anything.
Let us know. I mean, I know they could mess around with the keys. Can they do combination locks? I wonder why locksmiths weren't involved in this story. Because not once do they bring that up at all. They go right to the fire department, right?
Yeah.
And after
the jaws of life.
After yanking on it a little bit, they realized there's no way. It's just too much pressure, and it could cause some serious injuries for the kid, even pierce his septum. Nobody wants to do that, right? At least not voluntarily. So they opted to cut through the lock with essentially the jaws of life. The boy was obviously freaking out because also he's in pain, and they're touching it every time, and that's not great. And 8-year-olds in pain don't go well together, right?
Yeah.
But surprisingly, the kid remained calm throughout the entire operation. They were able to cut the lock free, and they were able to get him out of that situation. And he promised, I'll never put anything in my nose again. Big J, do you believe it?
No, it's his new addiction. Now he's trying to find every weird thing to put up his nose.
He loves the attention, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And
Start his own TikTok, Instagram account.
Oh, yeah. Don't give him any ideas. I'm sure you're right. But the good news is he was essentially uninjured. I mean, there was a little bit of blood involved. Whenever you close a padlock through your nose, it's probably not going to feel all that great for a bit. Just some swelling, no permanent damage done to it. But I guess, I mean, maybe it's a little bit more malleable when you're that young. But I didn't think you could, like, close a padlock through skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still don't get it, but
I don't either. It sounds incredibly painful and really, really hard to do. Or maybe that little space in me, you're touching it now. I know.
Yes, just
maybe that space between is thinner or something when you're a kid, right?
I don't know. Let's find out.
No. Please
Pinch your
don't do
nose a little bit somehow.
At least let's have the fire department in here first before you put a padlock on your nose.
Or a locksmith.
Maybe a locksmith can do it. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your We're Going to Hell story. It is the X-Rocks and Big J. Big J, I mean, I know you don't drink this stuff, but I'm sure just through osmosis you found out that beer sales across the United States of America, they're dipping right now, right?
Yeah, man. Alcohol across the board.
Yeah. And so it's become a very difficult time for you to be an independent brewer or a micro brewer in the United States because, you know, what used to be very trendy and popular has now become a thing where it's like either people like their favorites or they don't reach out to try new things. And so it's difficult to make your mark if you're trying to be a brewery in a system where beer sales are down. You can understand that, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so when things are struggling, one would hope what blossoms in that particular scenario would be one's creativity, right?
Yes.
Find something to make you set yourself apart in the marketplace. And one particular brewery has found a way to do that. They are Ill Will Brewing in Columbiana, Ohio. And they have done something that has helped them see their business expand 27% in the last calendar year.
Well, that's a big number.
It is something that they have been calling Smoothie Beers, Big J. Yeah. Now, Smoothie Beers are ultra thick. They're very fruit-heavy kind of brews that look and feel more like a frozen cocktail than like a traditional lager. They have decent alcohol content. They still have kind of like a brew and beer taste to them, but they're a little bit more food flavored. They're a little bit thicker. You drink them through a straw, those kinds of things like a smoothie. And people apparently love them. Now, traditional beer drinkers, not very interested in the idea. They suggest it's not real beer. Drinking beer through a straw seems sacrilegious. Even when you incorporate the word thick into a beer, it can be sometimes a bit of a eyebrow raiser. But, you know, there are stouts out there that are pretty thick that you could probably drink with a straw if you wanted to. But Ill Will says that, listen, the proof is in the pudding. Maybe you don't like it, but that's okay. At this point, their beer smoothies, their most popular ones are rum-barreled banana and pineapple orange. And they account for now 90% of their business in the last year. Wow. Making this transition to something new, different, and a little bit standoutish has helped them become profitable. Again, their sales are up 27%. Almost every beer they sell is a smoothie beer. So even if the stuff doesn't look or act or maybe even taste like traditional beer, people are lining up to buy it, which is helping companies boost sluggish sales. So maybe this could be the next big thing. I don't know. I think it probably depends on the environment, what kind of beer you make as a microbrewery, if it makes kind of sense to it. I'd probably have to see it and experience it before I can poo-poo it. I do enjoy beer, but this, like, experience, I mean, I'm not much of a smoothie fan. I don't go out of my way to get it.
It sounds awful.
And so, like, but I do enjoy fruit-flavored beers sometimes, but mostly in my sours. So I'm interested to see how this plays and if it's something that would be considered enjoyable, or if it's like maybe they're going for a different demographic, like people that enjoy like the hard seltzers or something like that, or the cocktails or margarita drinkers, and this is an alternative to that, which is not something that I usually partake in either. But there's nothing wrong in finding something new and it being successful and people trying to line up for it. It's just different. But a lot of this stuff was different before it started to become popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
nobody's drinking smoothies, is brand. There's places that just do smoothies.
Yeah. Like, why would you blend up that fruit?
Gross.
Just shove it in your mouth.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Adding ice to it? What are you, an idiot? And so it's certainly an interesting kind of like business model, and we'll see if it expands outside of Columbiana, Ohio. Not exactly a huge market either, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But enough to turn this brewery into something that was struggling into something that's successful. And sometimes that's all it takes. So maybe beer smoothies are on the way. Or smoothie beers, excuse me. They don't call them beer smoothies. They're smoothie beers.
Smoothie beers.
I want to get the nomenclature correct. Morning After with Nick and Big J. Some important stuff on the way and your pop culture smackdown. It's all next on the X Rocks.
Here's
Important stuff. On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Question for you, Big J.
I got an answer.
Looking back on the whole of the year 2025, from a personal aspect and overall aspect, if you were asked to give that year a number out of 10, what number would you give the year 2025?
2.
A 2? Right
Yeah.
in the turlet, huh?
Nah, I mean, probably 4.
Okay.
Try to be fair.
The average number that people rated the year 2025, according to a survey of 20,000 Americans, 5.3 out of 10, making it a pretty meh year overall. 25% called it poor with scores 1 to 3. 21% rated it very good with scores 8 to 10. You are kind of in the Gen X area. That's, of course, your generation.
Yeah.
They rated the year the lowest, 5.1. You're at the 4. Millennials gave it a 5.3. The results show that 2025 was a worse year overall than 2024, Big J.
Yeah, 2026 ain't looking much better.
Oh, no. 2024 scored a 6.1 out of 10 in previous research. Despite lukewarm year ratings, some people thought that they grew personally in 2025, made some improvements in their personal life, but overall, their look back on the year was not a pleasant one. What about personally? Just take out the rest of the other stuff. Where would you rank 2025 from the Big J perspective?
I won.
Number one.
The
Got
survival.
it. Oh,
I survived.
But you got to score it on a 1 to 10. That's not one of the options. Or 0 to 10, I guess.
On personal growth in 2025,
Yeah.
a 3.
All right.
I didn't grow much.
But still a victory. Because you're breathing.
Yeah, it would be -1 if I died.
Tough to get you to answer that survey if you're on the ground. Big J, Caitlin Clark has picked up a part-time job during the WNBA offseason. She will be a commentator at NBA games. She has signed on with NBC to appear on the near pregame show Basketball Night in America. Her first appearance will be on February 1st at Madison Square Garden as the Knicks host the Lakers. Clark will also appear on Basketball Night in America on March 29th in Oklahoma City when the Thunder host the Knicks. So she will be as part of the NBC broadcast. And good for her. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark getting a TV gig.
Yeah.
In the downside.
Michael Jordan's not doing it.
We know now when Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will premiere on Disney+. That's coming around on March 24th. The streaming service released a trailer yesterday revealing, Charlie Cox back as Daredevil. Vincent D'Onofrio's back as Wilson Fisk. Former guest of the Morning After, Kristen Ritter. Now back on this season is Jessica Jones, which she could not talk about when she was on the show.
Refused.
Wilson Blathel is Bullseye. And Deborah Ann Wool is back as well as Karen. The series continues the story from Netflix's Daredevil. Did you ever finish watching that?
No. I got to episode 3 and I'm like, I just don't think this is that great.
Didn't even get to the Punisher, huh?
Yeah. No. So I'll try to pick it up again because maybe I was just in a bad mood or something. But I've been finding this, Nick, I didn't think Peacemaker season was that great either.
I was wondering your take on that.
A lot of the jokes and stuff, it's not even the whole portal and all that stuff. It just, a lot of the jokes and stuff just weren't landing with me. And I was like, what's wrong with me?
I liked overall the story that particular season told, but I did grow thin on a couple of things. I don't think it nearly as good as season 1.
No, not even close.
like no offense, but like if you put like you as characters going to see the band that does the theme song as the finale is like a little bit too cheesy for me.
Yeah.
I love James Gunn, but it just didn't hit as hard.
There's some shark jumping going on.
But there was some fun stuff in Peacemaker season 2, but you're right, it's not nearly as good as season 1. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your important stuff. If it's all right with you, we'll do some Pop Culture Smackdown, Big J?
Yeah,
all right,
please.
We'll do that next on the X Rocks.
Pop Culture Smackdown. Right. On the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
And we have got a delicious, juicy Morning After prize package for you that includes some Porta subs. We'll get you a medium meal combo for 2. Includes 2 medium subs, 2 medium drinks, and 2 bags of chips from Porta Subs. Get you in the running for a platter of delicious sandwiches for that big game party coming up that you might be hosting. And we'll get you a pair of tickets to the PBR, baby. Professional bull riding. It's awesome. It's a rock show. We want to send you there for free. You just have to beat me in Pop Culture Smackdown. You can do it.
All right, 208-287-1003 if you want to see if you can get on the proverbial Pop Culture Smackdown bull and hang on while Big J gets bucked off and flies to the ground, lands awkwardly on his head. And you're like, is he okay?
Then the clowns come out. Keep me safe.
208-287-1003. Big J, are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, then let's go to the phones for crying out loud.
Let's do it.
Hello, the X.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Joe.
All right, Joe, you're up first. Joe, before Tom Hardy took over the role, what actor played the titular Mad Max for 3 different films?
Mel Gibson.
That is correct. Right. You're officially taking on Big J. Big J, in the Zack Snyder film 300, how many of the titular 300 Spartan warriors survived?
1.
That is correct.
Right.
Little Michael Fassbender telling us the whole story.
Yeah. Stavros.
Joe, we are back to you. Which HBO TV gangster owned the strip club The Bada Bing?
Tony Soprano.
Hey.
That is correct. Big J, what city did we eventually find Lando Calrissian on in The Empire Strikes Back?
Cloud City?
That is correct. Right. Joe, back to you. Chris Novoselic is best known for being the bass player for what band?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Chris Novoselic is best known for being the bass player for what band?
Oh, man. Any hints?
What is it?
Any hints?
Yeah, his name is Chris Novoselic, and he's a bass player in a popular band.
Well, I mean,
not anymore.
Yeah.
He was a bass player in a popular band. The band no longer plays live.
Lead singer died.
Oh, Lincoln Park?
No.
Wrong lead singer. Sorry, I tried to help. I shouldn't try to help you. You're my mortal enemy.
Hello, the X.
Good morning.
Morning. We need to know, Chris Novoselic is best known for being the bass player for what former band? How about that?
Oh, no. I don't know. I'm not going to supply 5 minutes, I guess.
Wrong. Sorry. Thank you for playing, though. Hello, the X.
I know the answer to this one,
I know you do.
Hey, I feel so powerful.
Hello, the X. Hello? Hello?
Don't got it.
Hello, the X.
God, I'm going to win all these prizes. My wife will be so happy.
Yeah, what's going on here?
She loves Porta Subs and the PBR.
Hello, the X.
What's going on?
Hey, Chris Novoselic, best known for being a bass player for what former band?
Nirvana.
That is correct.
Right. Nirvana.
Bass player in Nirvana. Big J, what future star played Natalie Portman's stand-in queen in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and also was on screen for a bit? Her first role.
Wait, what her role? What her role was?
What?
Padme.
No.
I'm confused.
What future star played Natalie Portman's stand-in in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and also appeared on screen as one of the fake Padmes?
Right, no, I remember. I don't remember who that was.
Nothing?
No.
What if I told you she was English? Would that help?
Wrong. She's English.
Yeah, just like that.
Rosamund Pike?
No.
Wrong. Okay.
The answer is Keira Knightley.
Right.
Keira Knightley's first role was that. Congratulations, my man. You got tickets to the PBR. You also got some Porta Subs coming your way. You're qualified for that big old prize. Hang on 1 second. We'll hook you up with all of that stuff. And we got your headlines. They're coming up next on the X Rocks.
Here's traffic inside the TD
News. You have our word on it.
for whatever that's worth.
It's headlines on the Morning After with Nick and Big J.
Headlines are as follows, Big J. They're brought to you by our friends at Beacon Plumbing. Quit freaking and call Beacon, could you please?
Yes.
One time, 208-516-2061. Online at beaconplumbing.com. Ouch. What a present. Or crooked rat.
Crooked rat.
Chuck E. Cheese was in the courtroom, Big J.
No, the Chuck E. Cheese?
On Monday over criminal charges stemming from an incident that went viral last year. A 42-year-old Chuck E. Cheese mascot named Janelle Jones pleaded no contest to stealing a customer's Visa debit card from the Tallahassee location where he worked. When police arrested Jones last July, he was still in costume. And remember the video of the arrest
Yeah,
went
we
viral?
talked about that. I don't know if it was like bad impressions or what, but I was like, that was
It
crazy.
was nuts. Because you had like a picture of Chuck E. Cheese in handcuffs getting escorted out of the Chuck E. Cheese. Officers found the victim's Visa in his possession, along with a receipt from a fraudulent purchase. Jones struck a deal with prosecutors, pleading to 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. Those charges could have carried years behind bars, but instead, he'll serve 3 years of probation, have to pay $1,600 in court fees, and he will no longer be allowed to be Chuck E. Cheese where he once worked. Because it gave him too close.
A punishment. Rip off his uniform!
Too close contact to customers. He was pawning debit cards when he was supposed to be bringing joy to children. Not okay. But he's not going to jail, Big J. So there's that.
That reminds me of that Mr. Crockett movie I had to watch.
With Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Ouch, or what a present.
What a present.
A Canton, Ohio woman struck gold with a creative birthday gift from her best friend, and it turned into $20,000, Big J. A woman named Wendy received an unusual bouquet. This bouquet contained 60 scratch-off lottery tickets from her friend Carrie during her birthday celebration. While scratching one of the tickets at home later, she discovered that a $2 cash explosion cashed her ticket was worth 20,000 American dollars.
Yeah.
Ohio officials said Wendy called it the best birthday present ever, but the dramatic win made it even more special. The lucky winner plans to use her prize money responsibly, paying off some credit cards and treating her friend Carrie to a girls' trip as a thank you for the thoughtful gift that changed her life. That reminds me of the old Norm Macdonald bit where, like, you know, a lottery ticket's like a terrible gift because either, you know, you gave that person nothing, or if that person wins, it's like the worst present you've ever given somebody. You're like, I know I got the coffee mug from him. What did I get you again? Oh, yeah, $2 million. Isn't that nice? Would have been nice if I would have just held on to that scratcher and kept that money for myself. What an idiot. But Carrie seems to be taking it pretty well. So congratulations on the $20,000 birthday present. Pretty good. Wrap it up with ouch. Australian Jay Vine has secured his second Tour Down Under victory in 3 years after overcoming a dramatic crash on Sunday's final stage. We're talking the world of cycling here. The 29-year-old was among several riders who, during the race, Big J, collided with 2 large kangaroos that bounded onto the road. They crashed into him at around 30 miles an hour, about 61 miles from the finish line. Apparently, the winner hit the backside of one kangaroo, forcing him to swap bikes because his bike was bent to hell before rejoining the pack. He ended up holding on to his lead and winning the actual race by 1 minute and 3 seconds over a rider from Switzerland to claim victory. But I bet you that hurt, man. Kangaroos are all muscle, dude. Like, can you imagine running into one at 30 miles an hour on a bike?
No, that would not be good.
Beat the hell out. I mean, it bent his bike to hell. So they don't say what condition the kangaroos are in, so I hope they're okay. They were just trying to get from one place to another, you know? They didn't know they were in the middle of a cycle race, right?
Right.
And what if there's a little Joey in the pocket, Big J? Then what?
That's terrible. God.
But 2 kangaroos apparently were the ones that took the hit. I don't know how they're doing. I hope they're okay. Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your headlines. You're up to date on everything. It is the X-Rocks. The Foo Fighters Learn to Fly here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. And let's do it. Let's finally talk about people's favorite color in the world.
Well, I mean, everybody comes to us for fashion and design expertise.
We have our finger on the pulse.
Yeah, Nick. And a new survey says that most of us are stuck in beige mode, Nick, with 40% of people responding saying they're basically beige washed their closets, homes, and even their overall look. 25% admit they don't feel confident going bold with color. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
The off-white shade colored Cloud Dancer as it's 2026 color of the year didn't help brighten anything up. So that's a problem as well. And Nick, I mean, this is happening in my house because we're going to be painting inside. Wife's coming back tonight. We'll get this done, maybe started over the weekend. But like one of our hallways in a bathroom, she wants to start painting. And it's not beige, but it's like a white, like a light white.
What color is it now?
It's kind of a type of beige.
Okay.
I mean, and I'm like, well, if we're going to paint, something, maybe some hunter green.
I've always wanted to go like big and bold in my house as well, but when I did have my house inside painted, it went beige. But I was painting it for a different reason at that particular time, mostly because it was going to be a rental, and then it stopped being a rental and started being where I lived. Mm-hmm. And so when I originally painted it, it was beige inside, and it continues to be mostly beige on the walls, and I'm okay with it. But I do wish But sometimes, you have to figure out, because some colors look good in other rooms, and sometimes you can't have the same color throughout, I think, unless you go a neutral color like that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and then you get some pops of colors, maybe some accent walls and things like that. But you have to put that in. I mean, if not, it just will look dreary and dull.
But yeah, and I mean, that's the other thing. It's a lighter color, so it draws things out, and it makes the room seem lighter, and you can't go that way. I can understand if you're doing like a theater room, you go like a dark red or a dark black or whatever. But darker colors don't seem to make places look bigger, and so that's usually not what you're looking for on the inside of your house.
Beige to me is it's just, you go white then and make it real bright.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, but it's a different color. It's a different shade, and if you've had white inside the whole time and you want something a little bit different, I guess that's the way to go, although it doesn't sound like it's different at all.
Tell you what, beige starts with a B, so does boring.
All right. Well, so does Big J, though.
I don't like that reference.
Morning after with them. You're the one who brought it
But
up.
I didn't bring up my name. You didn't have to do that. Seemed like a dig.
No, it wasn't. You were knocking things that started with B.
Boring.
No, I wasn't. You were just knocking things that start with B. Morning after with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, bro.
We got ourselves some bad impressions. They're next on the X Rocks.
As temperatures drop. So far, I'm not impressed.
On the morning after with Nick and Big J.
Yeah, bad impressions. We got a pair of tickets for you. We're going to hook you up with some PBR tickets, baby. It's so much fun. It's going to be going down this weekend at the Ford Idaho Center Arena. ICTickets.com. You can go to xrock.com as well there to grab tickets. But you're going to win yours here right now for free. You just need to get on the horn and figure out the clues to this very famous actor.
208-287-100 if you'd like to play for these chance of PBR tickets. Big J is going to escort you down the hall for 3 different clues. Each clue points directly or indirectly to this famous person, and if you can figure out who it is in 3 clues or less, congratulations. It's you going to the PBR this weekend, having fun. It doesn't cost you a cent. Living the high life on us. Big J, are you ready?
I love the high life, yes.
Then to the phones we go. Hello, the X.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Josh.
All right, Josh, you're up first, man. Good luck.
Getting to play the Calverine in Deadpool and Wolverine was a dream come true.
Oh, Waterine? Oh. Okay.
Next clue. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're going to make a guess?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take the next clip.
All right. I'm a fan of things like building computers to play games like Warhammer and then helping to create a TV show about it.
What? Next one.
I'm glad so many people appreciated my version of the Man of Steel, even if I was part of the Snyderverse.
Something Cavill.
Yeah.
Okay, I got.
Will you accept it? Jeopardy rules, or do you need the full name?
I mean, at least, the full. I mean, he doesn't know who it is, though. That's the point. He knows a part of a name.
Superman.
Yeah, who
Henry
played
Cavill.
Superman? There you go.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
good.
got it.
Good job. Hang on one second. We'll hook you up with those PVR tickets. Enjoy that on us. Why is little Henry Cavill in the
God
news?
dang it, Nick. I'm so excited. We have our first images of Henry Cavill as the Highlander.
All right.
And I'm just, yeah.
It's exciting.
I cannot wait.
What's he look like? Describe it to us.
He's dressed Highlander-esque. Basically, there's 2 images of here. He's got a long coat, and it looks very, apropos, like somebody who's been around a long time. No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't look like the Witcher. He looks like a dude set in the 80s at some point, wearing cool stuff. And he's got a sword here, though. It doesn't look like it's a claymore sword. It looks like he's holding a katana. But either way, I can't wait to see this. And the cool part about this, Chad Stahelski, he is directing this movie. And add him in with Henry Cavill and how much he cares about these roles and doing the swordplay stuff, like it's going to be insane.
Yeah, dude already broke his ankle trying to make it authentic,
Yeah.
so it's going to be good. I'm excited for it. What's the release date again? Do we remember? Is it this year, or are you talking about next year?
It's probably going to be 2027.
All right, man. What a tease you are, Big J.
Yeah, I'm a teaser.
Morning After with Nick and Big J. There's your bad impressions. We'll wrap up the show here next on the X Rocks.
Precision Automotive.
Latest from Daughtry, that is the bottom here on the Morning After with Nick and Big J. Wrapping things up for us on this particular Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Big J said, yeah, I'm good. No thanks to Let's Start a Cult. Did not enjoy that movie very much, but it is on Hulu if you want to try it out in your own time. Of course, we also had a chance to give away some PBR tickets and reminded you do not put a padlock up your nose and then close it shut, because those things are tough to get off, dude.
Yeah.
But it does leave you with the floor, Big J.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Not a thing?
No, I was like, what do I talk about here? Nothing was coming up.
God, do you want to leave us the lasting positive message about life in general? Maybe.
Yeah, I do. I have something.
Okay.
Just be nice.
All right.
Be kind.
Any particular words to those stuck on the connector right now? Because there's an accident right outside the studio.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. Throttle Man's not here to help you.
Is that his powers to undislodge accidents?
Yeah. Yep.
Holy cow!
Like a transformer.
Seems pretty negligent of Throttle Man not to take advantage of that a little bit more.
He's very expensive.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So he's like superhero for charge?
Yes.
Or for hire?
Yeah.
Like you have to pay him to do his powers?
Yep.
That sounds like a jerk. Morning After, you're just telling people to be kind.
Doesn't mean that Throttle Man doesn't deserve a paycheck.
Fair enough. Morning After with Nick and Big J. That is it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Jason Drew's up next. It's the X Rock.
Injured? At